Celebrating 25 years of bringing you compelling business content. Hello everyone, welcome to Business Live. Coming up tonight, traders respond positively to government's directive to practice high level of hygiene at market centers as part of efforts to contain the coronavirus. Also tonight, Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders says new management system at the ports, Unipass, records only one transaction since it became operational. Plus, fuel budgets go down as some major oil marketing firms adjust prices at the pumps this morning. And thanks for being with us tonight. My name is Daryl Kwao. Details right after this break. In our first story tonight, the president of the Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders, Edward Akong, says the new port management system, Unipass, has recorded only one transaction since it became operational. According to him, this is clear indication that government remains unready with implementing the new system. Mr. Akong, speaking to Joy Business, indicated the state stands to lose revenue due to slow processes at clearing points.
I can tell you for a fact that nothing has changed. They're still on the GCNet and the West Blue systems as it is. Okay? Until now, in all my districts, I'm saying we have 6 districts, all the reports I'm receiving, we have only one declaration, one. And I'm stressing one. On the Unipass platform that has gone through. As to what is on that declaration is another matter for discussion, so we can go there sometime. But I'm saying there's only one declaration that has gone through. I've seen other declarations which are not, your regular imports, what they call the TVI, the temporary vehicle importation. These are trucks that might come in to come and load stuff and go back. If they're from the neighboring country, they need a vehicle, a temporary vehicle importation, and there's nothing to write home about, okay? So the status quo is still in place. We are not against government changing vendors or deciding to, whatever they want to, do as of now as to who runs the technology for them. We don't have a problem with that. All we're asking is that let us do it right. Because from what we're seeing, we realize they are not ready. If you're not ready, then why? Push it. One thing that's just coming to mind, we're talking about coronavirus, and we realize that those who are actually, bringing in this technology are from Korea. The second highest, I don't know how much they've been hit by the coronavirus. So what's going to happen? Are the engineers going to be coming in and out? That's another matter for them to answer. But what we're saying is that if we're not ready to do this, please let us tarry a while until you get things right. Because as we speak, if you do not get this right, and right now the systems in place stand down, I don't know how we're going to survive this. Already we're taking a hit from the throughput going low. Then what happens if you shut down the technology and what you have now cannot handle, what you're bringing in cannot handle the situation?
All right, let's turn to issues to do with the coronavirus outbreak here in Ghana. Last night the president directed the market centers practice good hygiene. And following that directive, my colleague Charles Aite has visited some parts of the central business district of Accra, where traders are generally leaving nothing to chance in protecting themselves against the coronavirus. He has come through with this report.
When you visit the Makula market here at the central business district of Accra, you notice something unusual: the use of nose masks and hand gloves.
Any customers which enters our shop, we make sure that we give the customer a sanitizer.
We do know that market centers remain very much exposed to all kinds of diseases, especially when the coronavirus is at stake. But how prepared are they? And of course, is the public awareness and education really intensified along these areas? Ghana has so far recorded 6 confirmed cases of the coronavirus. President Akufo-Addo, as part of public measures to prevent a possible community spread, has tasked the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development to coordinate with the metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies on measures to enhance conditions and hygiene in markets across the country. With thousands of people moving in and out of Ghana's market centers on a daily basis, traders here are leaving no stone unturned in protecting themselves and even their customers against the deadly virus.
In fact, I'm even surprised at this service because every time I used to come around, but it's not like what she did today.
John Smith is a father of 3 who came prepared to the market. With a nose mask and a pair of gloves, Smith says public awareness is all that's needed to contain the spread of the virus.
It's very important. We have to protect ourselves. We shouldn't wait for the thing to happen before we start protecting ourselves. I'm very happy the government has said that the kids should stay at home. We have to protect ourselves. It's very, very important.
Many others are becoming conscious of the need to stay healthy. As awareness level soars, so does unnecessary panic levels, which has so far left essential commodities like hand sanitizers on high demand. Is the hand sanitizer that expensive now? Because that's what you deal in now.
Yeah, it's very expensive now.
How is it? How much is it going for?
So far, people have been selling the big one for 60 cedis. And the small ones for the tiny ones for 7 cedis or 10 cedis.
So me just come the one just come now the beer family so now the whole from inside.
Na gloves and so.
No on some to one there. It's way no me the rubber ne sha me sa I can ho. Now the sense mango no. Enti mama she we no.
So she wears the gloves to peel up the mangoes that she's selling. This is also a precautionary measure that she has taken to protect herself and other customers in that regard. But the interesting part is with the hand sanitizer, where she puts it in a polythene bag. Because of how expensive it is, she gets bits and pieces of the hand wraps from people around who are willing to give it to her for free. Ghana records 6 cases of the coronavirus, and government issuing out public advisory directives. Market women and traders here at the Central Business District of Accra are leaving nothing to chance. They are protecting themselves, they are wearing face masks, some of them are even choosing to transact businesses now using hand gloves strictly, and even to some extent using hand sanitizers, not just for themselves, but also for that of their prospective clients and patrons. I'm Charles Aita reporting for Joy Business.
Well, from the Central Business District, we take you next to the supermarkets. My colleague Fred Duho earlier visited the Accra Mall. He noted that patrons have expressed confidence in measures put in place so far by management of the mall.
Of the president's address yesterday, he has really directed that all shopping centers and businesses in town should try as much as possible to enhance their protocols to ensure that those coming in to do business, those coming in to buy their stuff are well protected from this COVID-19 virus. I am currently at the Accra Mall to check preparedness towards this particular directive as directed by the President of the Republic of Ghana. And I must say, when I came in, I saw dozens of people coming in with their nose masks, some with hand gloves and others. There is a provision made at the entrance for them to come, stretch their hands to reach out for a bit of sanitizer, and they get their hands cleansed before they go in for shopping. I must say, I have with me the marketing manager of the shopping mall, Anthony, to do a bit of education on why they made provision for this hand sanitizer at the entrance. Listening to the president yesterday. Oh, yes, I did. And what were the key things as a shopping mall you took from his address yesterday?
Thank you very much for this question. Accra Mall is the premium mall in Ghana. And as such, we care about our shoppers so much, so we've put together, a strategy to contain the environment. Okay, so if you look behind me, you can find sanitizers. You see display roll-up banners. We have big banners at the food court. At every vantage point in the mall, we have a sanitizer there for our shoppers, and also we have branding materials to create awareness of the COVID-19 virus. Yes, we have our sanitation officers and we also have our security officers at all the various locations, so at least they inform our shoppers coming in on what is happening, and to also employ them to use the various sanitizers that we put at the vantage points. That's right.
Is this really taking any toll on you, as in providing this? It is something spontaneous. We all didn't expect it, the coronavirus, to actually hit us this hard. So do you have any budget or anything like preparation, as in budget-wise, towards this?
Okay, for Accra Mall, we are always prepared for any eventuality. So what we do is that we make preparation for everything in the course of the year. Okay. So this is not something out of the box or out of the ordinary.
Now let's speak to some of the shoppers, those who are coming in to do some bits of shopping, whether real shopping or window shopping. Let's engage them. Okay, I can see a number of people coming in with nose masks. Hello, gentlemen.
Hey. Hi.
Welcome to JoyNews.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Why the nose masks and the hand gloves?
Actually, like y'all know, the coronavirus is in, so I guess it's really high time for us to get this serious and get fully protected. Like, you need to always wash your hands. If you always got to keep like a hand sanitizer with you. If you don't got a hand sanitizer, then you got to put on your gloves, because you really need to take into all precautions to stay safe, basically.
Hearing the 6 cases confirmed in the country, are you alarmed?
Yes, I'm super alarmed, because like just some days ago, I wasn't actually wearing any of these, but once I heard it was actually growing, I was like, damn, I need to get protected. So it's getting real. I'm super alarmed right now.
I think the government is taking steps to ensure we are all safe. Are you safe?
Well, journey vehicles, you can't tell whether you are safe or you are not safe, because this morning when we were coming, the trotro, the seat was 4-4, and then there was somebody in the car preaching, spitting on people. So I think, to my opinion, they should stop them for the meantime.
So I am coming from the Accra Mall, and you can see a number of people sanitizing their hands before they even enter the shop to do any form of shopping. Fred Duho, Accra Mall, Joy Business.
All right, Fred Duho there reporting from Accra Mall. Great reporting there. Meanwhile, mining firms are taking steps to ensure that they are not hit by the virus whilst reducing the impact on the operations. Golden Star Resources Visiting Group Chief Executive Andrew Ray has been speaking to Joy Business.
We've been working on since the start of the year, as soon as the virus broke. Given it was China, the immediate thought was we need to try and make sure our supply base is protected. So we've been in close communication with suppliers. We've been looking at alternative sources of supply elsewhere in the world. And so far we haven't luckily seen any real impact. So we've managed to keep the supply from China, and we do have alternatives. So we keep that under review. I had a conversation with the head of our supply business today, because he's constantly talking to suppliers. And it's not just mining. A lot of industries get their supplies from China. So that's the one part of it. The other part that is critically important is our people, the health of our people, trying to ensure that we don't suffer any cases at our mine sites, that we minimize the risk of that. So we're going to be stopping all non-essential travel, which means most of the people coming in, particularly from outside of Ghana, and stop them from coming on to the mine site. When people do come onto the mine site, already we've got a protocol where they have to declare information. If we believe there's a risk, we can test them. We're going to do temperature testing of people entering the mine site to detect if any people have fever, which is one of the key symptoms. So we're going to try as much as possible to prevent that risk of the virus coming onto our sites. Because for a mining operation, the real risk there is that you then have to quarantine your operation and you can't produce. And we're going to see other businesses in that position. We're going to do everything we can to prevent that, to ensure people understand the precautions to take, and to take those precautions back into their community. Because again, there's a very real risk there that, people see the signs at work, they see everybody washing their hands, but then they can forget them when they're in their home or they're a bit more relaxed. So we want to try to make sure, and I've seen the commercials on TV that the health ministry is running, and that's good. It's great that that information campaign is going on, because that'll just improve people's health overall.
I'm interested about your supplies because we've monitored a lot of stories on Bloomberg, Reuters, where we even understand that supplies and movement of goods have slowed down in terms of the turnaround time. How is it that mining firms like yours have not been impacted even with respect to the turnaround time for some of these supplies to come over? I find that very interesting.
There's certainly been some impact. I think one of the interesting things with mining is quite often you're in more remote locations. So, you know, think of it at a house in a city. Your food can be replenished pretty much every day. You just go to the supermarket. Now, if you live remotely, you maybe go once a week. So you would hold a week's worth. And it's the same with us, that we hold
enough supplies,
longer supplies, longer times of supplies, that gives us a bit of flexibility. You know, for most of the key components, there are alternative sources of supply.
Let's take you to the ports of entry because President of the Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders, Edward Akong, has been speaking about measures the institute has put in place to ensure safety of its members from the coronavirus.
Following the president's directives on this, on the UNIPAS matter, we have actually also disseminated same information to our members. So what it is that we have 6 districts in all, and then we have a national secretariat. So all the districts have secretariats in place. So information has been sent to them, all the district chairmen, that this is what should be done. Following the president's directives, we are cancelling all engagements that we have, as in all general meetings that will be held at the district. Members have been advised not to come to the, you know, the national secretariat or the district secretariat unless it's extremely necessary. You know, all other information could be sent by phone or our social media handles and by emails. Okay, we have an academy school, you know, who trains our members, and so we have asked the academy to shut down for now until further notice. No examinations, no orientation, no classes till that happens. All in lieu of, you know, the social distancing protocols. And then we've asked the secretariats also to provide all the you know, hand sanitizers, water, paper towels, and everything. So that we will practice all the, you know, hygienic, the things that we have to do.
All right, welcome back to our program tonight. We want to bring you one of our top stories to do with fuel prices. The amount of money you spend on purchasing petroleum products is expected to go down by more than 5%. This is because some major oil marketing firms have begun adjusting their prices at the pumps. The Institute for Energy Security, IAS, has predicted the prices of fuel on the local market falling between 5% and 8% in the second pricing window for March. IAS cites plummeting prices of crude oil coupled with crashing prices of gas oil and gasoline on the international market, as well as a significant drop in the value of the cedi, amongst others. Policy analyst at the IAS, Raymond Nuokpo, has joined us via Skype. Great to have you join us tonight on Business Live. So we are beginning to see some OMCs reduce prices in line with the changes that we've seen around. As what are you hearing from your side?
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening, and thanks for having me. Okay, our statement. We realize that Monday, as the meeting opened, some OMCs have started reducing prices as projected by IES. And we realize that a particular dollar is reduce their price 5%.
Okay, great. And so this is public reaction. I mean, a few people I've spoken to not quite satisfied with the margin of decrease or margin of decline from between 5 to 8%. They think that it should be more. What's the thought of your institute on that?
Okay. Thank you very much. At IES, we do our projection based on window basis. So every month we have 2 windows, first and second. And the 2 we use for projections, here among them is the international benchmark, that's Brent crude. They also look at the international prices for finished products. Then we look at the local forex. They also take cognizance of the competition among the players. We also take into account the stock pile of war that is being hampered by BDC and government policies. We are not responsible for by political agents in the industry. So therefore, when we listen to people in the price fall by 15%, 20%, we were not alarmed or shaken, because looking at the data that we have and doing our calculations, we realize that for fair fall prices at the local, it will be between 5 and 8. And we can see from this morning, premises are following up guessing. Now, here IES, we are more concerned about the security of the industry,
right,
where the consumer will benefit and the business will also benefit. All these things are factors that in our calculation. When people are complaining that price to fall to 15 to 20, what they must understand is that before this particular week, a lot of the big are taking stock of their product and at a different rate. When prices tumbled last Monday, they are probably taking their stock. Therefore, the price at which they are taking it is different from what happened on only Monday. So after the Monday crash of prices, price also went up again. So you don't use a particular day to judge how you project the next week. So these are the dynamics.
And speak of projection,
you must look at.
Well, speak of projection, I just want to ask you how long you think this will be sustained. Of course, this oil price war wouldn't last forever. How long do you think this can be sustained, really?
For how long it will be, I cannot be yet guess estimate, but I know that going to the first pricing window, prices will also double, because as now prices are always coming. The last time I checked was around 30-31. It is lower than last week. So we should expect prices before going to when this continue to be consistent. I ask you, a lot of air travels are being cancelled, meaning demand will be low for product like.
We apologize for the poor quality of sound there, but that was a research analyst with the Institute for Energy Security, essentially bringing to an end Business Live tonight. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Darryl Kwao. Thanks for watching. We'll be back same time tomorrow.